everybody. Steph Beckett here at InfoComm 2024, here at the absolutely beautiful Christie booth. I'm going to have Stuart just pan around and show you what is going on in this booth. It is so busy. You guys have so many amazing things to check out, and I'm joined by Steve Capling. Hi, how are you?
I'm great, Steph. How are you doing today?
Doing well. I can see it's just, slightly busy over here for you guys. Nothing major.
No, not at all. No, it's really great to have a lot of crowds and a lot of people interested in Christie technology and learning a little bit about the experiences that they're going to see here.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about the theme this year in this booth for you guys.
Yeah, so our theme is experiences everything, and it's really based on how our partners and are using Christie technology in really experiential ways, in immersive ways, right? And it's just kind of helping us identify that aspect of it, because it's really becoming a big market almost, and a significant portion of our business. It's a really growing trend in immersive technologies these days.
I'm really glad that this was what you guys chose as the theme, because I was telling Gary, he was like, what do you think you're going to see on the show floor? I said, I think people are going to be focusing not on the products and the specs, but on the experience that the products could give you. And now I walk in here, and this is amazing. This is incredible. So tell me a little bit about what kind of experiences you're giving people here in the booth.
Well, since we're standing right here and we're looking at what are essentially our MicroTiles LED, so we partnered with ProAV, who actually is a band member of a band called Something Corporate, and Something Corporate came to us and was looking for a way to create and use technology within the presentation of their band on stage, and needing to do something different. So that's when a couple of guys got together between us and them and discussed putting MicroTiles LED and wrapping a piano with it. So as you can see here, this is actually, you only see one side of this, but the great part about this is that they were looking for technology that could be used in concerts and festivals and being bright enough to be seen during the day. So, with this technology, you get that from it. In addition to it, it's very easy from an installation standpoint to take off and put back on when needed, to move around the country when they're doing festivals and tours, because they're starting to tour again. But the great part is this whole piano is wrapped on all sides, the top, both sides, and even the front of the piano, or the back of the piano from here. But
that was going to be my next question, because at a concert venue there are people sitting at all angles.
Yes, exactly. So it's nice to be able to see the content on the piano, and it matches the presentation. Either sometimes it's an LED wall above, or sometimes it's a projection screen above, but the content is matched to it, and they have it to support their tour. And it really engages the audience a little bit more and better, and gives them a story to tell while they're playing.
Very cool. You have an art installation kind of over this way as well, which is really cool.
Yeah, so that's a partnership between us, an artist named Gabriel Shama, and a company called Limelight Art, and we collaborated with them on this. In fact, this is something that they've been working on for some time. They came to us looking for projection technology and ways to showcase it. It's a bit of a combination between projection mapping and sort of a museum/art installation. So it's really about changing the environment of those areas, and whether it's a museum or an art gallery, is engaging with audiences better and differently, and encouraging people to come out and see it because it's different and it's unique, and it tells a different story, right? So you've got this 13-layer wood art sculpture that's three-dimensional, and we're mapping onto it using Limelight content, and you can see the angle of it. It's a little off axis now. We're using Christie twist technology to help sort of map to it, as well as Pandora's box has some warping and blending built into it as well, so that's being driven by that also. In fact, the whole booth here, by the way, is being driven by Pandora's box, which is great. And so anyway, it's just as you can see, it's mapping and creating a unique install or application for the technology. And it's they came to us looking for a bright high-res technology that was going to work and be bright enough in, essentially, when you go to a museum and you go to art installations, they're not dark areas.
Right.
So you need that brightness, and of course you need the resolution. But what's really cool about it is just the whole application in general, and getting people interested in art again.
And the last thing I wanted to bring up was the immersive room you have around the corner, which is really awesome. And we're going to show some B-roll of that and how cool that looks. Tell me a little bit about that.
So the immersive room is really unique. We've shown this at a couple of shows, but the trend in the immersive industry, like we're seeing a significant rise in immersive applications around the world, and whether it's for tourism, whether it's for museums, whether it's for whatever it could be. I mean, there's just so many different types of applications that it can be used. But the point is that, again, say it's a museum, for example, or a tourist destination, getting people interested in it is you do that with technology.
Yeah.
And from a museum standpoint, how do you get people out to engage in a museum and entertain the children and the people in general? I mean, people don't want your typical run-of-the-mill museum. I mean, people like to learn about history or learn about whatever it might be, or be engaged, but they want to be entertained at the same time. So we partnered with Augmenta and Theorize on this sort of application here in our booth with our HS series projectors, the 4K 13 HSs, I believe. And we worked together with them and doing some tracking, so there's some interactivity to add to it and really create a unique application with several different pieces of content that engages with customers. And of course, the HS series has bold color technology, so you get more color and more vivid color in the content, which when it comes to color, I mean, that works on an emotional level with people, right? So having that added color ability with that technology really enhances the experience that customers get from it. And our partners are installing these more and more every day all around the world. So it's really cool to see on our booth here today.
That's really cool. So tell me a little bit more about what it takes to power this booth.
Well, I mean, so there's obviously there's Pandora's box, and Pandora's box is a show control and content management solution, and it really has a great ease of use and a really easy to work with user interface. And we're doing demonstrations here of that technology, of course, too, not just allowing it to show or manage all the booth content. We're also introducing a content management software system here at the show that we're sort of, it's a beta test, and so you can have demonstrations of that and the regular Pandora's box, whether it's hardware, software, media server, or player. There's a lot of options for show control and environments that require a lot of pixels and big canvases and interesting ways to use the content to be utilized here.
And what better way to show it than hey, it's powering everything that you see here.
Yeah, exactly. And we're actually doing a little mapping. Up above we have a mapping of our M4K RGB series, and they're doing a little sort of repurposing a very small mini version of those hexagons up top, and people could come and actually utilize the software to show their mapping skills and how they can kind of do color and effect change on the little mini hexagons over there as well. So that's pretty cool.
Very cool. Last thing I want to talk about is y'all are celebrating a few big anniversaries, right?
Yes, it's a big year for Christie. In fact, we're at 95 years this year. Pretty proud to say we've been around for a very long time, and that's the great part. When it comes to manufacturers, customers, end users, partners are looking for manufacturers they can trust and rely on. And that's, with 95 years in the business, that's dependability, that's reliability that you can really count on. Additionally, our Pandora's box, as I just mentioned, is also celebrating an anniversary. It's 20 years. It's been around that product has been with us for 20 years, and so it's celebrating a big milestone for us as well.
I mean, history matters. You're right. People really want someone who's been around, who's seen the world, who's been really been a part of the AV industry as it has grown and changed. So, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And I just wanted to say one other thing. That's another thing that doesn't get talked about a lot, but it really, you also have to think about sustainability. And that's something that we're kind of targeting and not targeting, but marketing, trying to showcase here on the booth as well. We've got some graphics you'll see. It's just looking at how Christie can help support, reduce our carbon footprint and really get smarter with how we develop technologies. And in addition to that, when we develop technologies, also developing technologies that really reduce the impact on the environment. So we've got our RGB pure laser technology is allowing, it has been developed with energy efficiency in mind. So we have one of the best in class energy efficiency ratios on our RGB technology from a lumens, what is it, lumens to weight, or it's lumens to kilowatt ratio. And then in addition to that, our LED technology, we've got MicroTiles LED, we've got Core Series 3, and all of those are actually changing. We've been changing how we do that. The new Core Series actually offers 40% less power consumption. It's also 40% lighter. So things like that just help make and reduce the impact on the environment as a whole. So it's it's just something that it's close to our heart. It's important to us, and it's something that I think a lot of people don't talk about as much, but they kind of think about it, and we have to think about it moving forward. So.
Well, congratulations on a successful show, and hope to see that the booth stays this busy through tomorrow. So congratulations again, and thank you for taking time to talk to me. Last question I have for you is, where can people find more information about Christie?
Well, they can either come to the Christie booth, of course, but you can always find us online at christiedigital.com. And thanks so much, Steph.
Of course, and don't forget on our side as well, you can go to ravepubs.com/InfoComm and check out all of our InfoComm news, including all of our product videos, which we are uploading as we speak. So don't forget, I'm Steph Beckett, and we will see you next time. Bye.